this is what we believe. This is what we want. We believe in defunding the police. We believe in open borders. We believe that we need to spend a lot more money, which naturally will cause inflation. We believe that criminals should feel entitled to commit heinous acts. You know, be blunt on the things that you believe, and because it's what you're doing. So have a solid, I think, narrative that, hey, let's admit this is what we're actually for. Yeah. Whether they'll go that way or whether they realize that whatever the new leadership is for the Democrats, that they realize, okay, we really can't sell this. We need to moderate. Let's see if that's actually the case. Whether they wish to go back to pre-2006, as you and I like to say, when everybody was really in the middle, and then they would only go after the convention. Then they would move a little bit to the left. But they're way more left than that. Yeah, right. You and I noticed that in 2006, where they felt for some reason emboldened to say, okay, these are the things that we really believe. And since that point, even though occasionally you'll get certain politicians claim they don't. I mean, Biden, right now, you know, with the border and the administration stating that, you know, that it's again with Mayorkas just 2 days ago. Yeah, it's secure. Everybody knows that's a lie. Everybody. Every single person listening right now, every single Democrat knows that's a lie. Yeah. And Mayorkas knows it's a lie. Congress knows it's a lie. Congress knows it's a lie. The people watching Congress and watching that on C-SPAN, they all know it's a lie. The media knows it's a lie, and everybody pretends that, well, we just ignore the story. And if we ignore the story, then it isn't a lie. Right, yeah. 866-90-RED-EYE.
Get in touch with Red Eye Radio, toll free at 866-90-RED-EYE.
The Pilot Flying J Axle Fuel Card helps you break boundaries without breaking down. Sign up for yours today at axlefuelcard.com. Axle Fuel Card keeps fleets on the road. Subject to credit approval, terms and conditions apply.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 844-94-BIBLE. That's 844-94-BIBLE. 844-94-BIBLE.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Changing the world one life at a time.
I'm a physician. I've been in practice for 40 years. And when I started taking this, you know, I don't like medicines, and I probably have taken more people off medicine than I put on it. And so I looked at it, and it's pretty much a natural element. There's no question in my mind, knowing a lot of patients, that people my age, you know, 60 and over, do not eat right. And they certainly don't get the appropriate nutrients through the vegetables, fruits, and things like that. So I think that it supplies the building blocks that your body normally would use to heal itself, and if you don't get them, you don't heal right. So it's amazing. And I'm doing what I did 2 years ago.
Start your journey to better health. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com to get free shipping. And don't forget to get 35% off your first preferred order by using discount code KSFO.
Attorney Michael Carney, getting 124 West 3rd Street, Los Angeles, California, is responsible for this ad.
Attention victims of LDS Mormon Church sexual abuse. If you were sexually abused as a child by a member of the LDS Mormon clergy, listen closely, as you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Even if it happened decades ago, it does not matter. New laws in California have been put in place to create a way for victims of child sexual abuse to finally get justice and closure. If you suffered abuses from any LDS church clergy member, including those who knew about the abuse but failed to stop it, call our law firm's 100% confidential Mormon Abuse Helpline at 800-589-1598. No matter how long ago the abuse happened, our attorneys may be able to get you justice, closure, and a very meaningful financial settlement. But hurry, there is a time deadline to file a case, so call 800-589-1598 right now to learn if you are eligible to seek justice and significant financial compensation while your case is held completely confidential. Call 800-589-1598. That's 800-589-1598. 800-589-1598.
It's Red Eye Radio. He's Eric Crowley, and I'm Gary McNamara, 866-90 Red Eye. So the table's sort of set next week, Thanksgiving, and then we get into the holiday season, and the Republicans in the House, will set the table over the next couple of days as to what they're going to do. We'll find out soon who is going to be the minority leaders in the House and what they expect to do. And then we hit January, but I don't expect there is. Is it just me, or is there zero buzz about the Georgia election?
I think there's less than zero. I think it's national. It's hard to know what's going on there in the state. But someone asked Herschel Walker the other day, "What's your plan? What is your tactic for December 6th?" And he said, "What's December 6th?" So there was a ton of money already being spent in Georgia, and now it's being focused on that one seat. That did continue. But you're not hearing that outside of Georgia.
Why is there no poll? I just looked for a poll and put it into Google in case there was something that Real Clear Politics might not be carrying it, but there's local polls, nothing comes up on Google. Everything is a week. Everything. Why is it?
Yeah. I don't know. Did the pollsters see it as a wash? The Democrats already have the vote. Do they see it as after they called the Senate for the Democrats? There's really no buzz about it. Why spend the money on it? I don't know. Because that would be the only reason. If there were interest, then they would be able to, they would probably spend the money on a poll. Maybe, they'll do that. Or historically, do they see it and say, okay, a runoff, a December runoff, typically we'll start that after Thanksgiving because we don't get the responses. What was the one pollster saying? It took them a pollster to be making calls for hours before they get one thorough respondent.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say that's probably compounded and even worse during the Thanksgiving season. Maybe that's it. I would think you would do it this week, but there's a lot of, especially with all the activity going on Capitol Hill with the Republicans and Nancy and all that. But